Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to be going through my whole house, getting some cleaning done, and talking about the kind of day I was having. It was just one of those days where I was tired, I felt overwhelmed, I was stressed and anxious and just burnt out. I was ready for bedtime by like 9 a.m. And because of that, I was going to just stop filming altogether because I was like so frustrated all day. But I decided I would just keep going. So originally, the only plans I had for that day was just to wash my girls' sheets and blankets, get their school done. If you're new here, we homeschool. And then we're usually done by lunchtime and we would have the rest of the day to just do whatever. It's been really cool here, so I thought they could play outside. We live in Florida, so this weather is a nice change. We don't get cold weather for too long, but nothing went the way that I wanted it to go that day. So the night before, around 2:30 in the morning, I was getting up to go to the bathroom. And I heard Jeremiah kind of whining in his sleep. I thought he was having a bad dream. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just check on him when I come back from the bathroom. But no, right when I started walking away, he started throwing up. So we had to wash the sheets in the middle of the night and we put him in the shower. So of course, this woke up the baby too. So my husband, both of the boys and I did not sleep well. So this was the next day and Jeremiah seemed to be back to his normal self. But I have health anxiety for myself and for my kids. So of course, even though he seemed fine, I'm still wondering all day what happened, why did he get sick, is something wrong, is he going to throw up again? But he didn't though. All day he was fine and back to normal. My husband had a meeting that morning, so he was gone for a few hours. So while he was gone, I started laundry, I started school with the girls. Maverick is going through a very clingy stage right now. Like he wants me to always be holding him or sitting next to him. And when I try to get up to do something, he will chase me and cry and scream. I don't know if it's the terrible twos. Jeremiah went through a screaming phase when he turned 3, but he is so much better now. So I know Maverick will grow out of it. And most days I can see the positive. I look at my sweet baby and I realize how blessed I am to be loved so much by this sweet little human. And I really do love to just soak up all those cuddles. But there's some days where I feel like I have so much to do. And when he does that, it makes it so hard to get anything done. The way that my day started, I probably should have just said, forget everything, nothing is getting done today. But I feel like as moms, sometimes we feel like we need to do it all when we really don't. Here's Maverick actually in a happy mood when I gave him some cucumbers. It looks like he's being so sweet here. But the rest of the day was actually like really hard and he was so grumpy and so moody. Something I have thought about doing is maybe making a cleaning schedule. I've never done that before. I usually just clean whatever I feel like needs to be cleaned that day, but maybe a schedule would make it easier. Let me know if you guys have a schedule for cleaning. I really was just trying to do basic everyday cleaning though, and it was so hard for the girls to focus on school because of the mood that Maverick was in. I know he was tired though too because he was up with me in the middle of the night when Jeremiah got sick and I woke up at 7 to have my coffee in peace and quiet, and sometimes he will stay asleep when I do that, but he woke up with me and stayed awake. So my husband called me after his meeting when he was on the way home to check on us, and it was crazy. Jeremiah had been so good all morning, but at the exact time that my husband called, Maverick went over to bother him. So Jeremiah yelled at him, which made Maverick scream. And then they both just started having a screaming match when I answered the phone. So all my husband heard is screaming, and I was like, oh my goodness, I honestly just want to cry today. By the way, this is the same day. I just had to change my shirt because something spilled on my shirt because, you know, that was just the kind of day that I was having. So why not throw that in there? So when my husband got home, he played with the babies in the playroom so I could do some regular laundry that was in the dryer because I had to wash sheets all day long, so I had to take some clothes out of the dryer. And then I put Maverick down for a nap, so he needs me to cuddle him during his naps. That's when I usually get my video editing done or I read. But after nap time, my husband was feeling brave and being sweet because he knew I had a hard morning. So we took all 4 kids with him to Walmart because he wanted to make chili since it's been cold here. It's perfect chili weather. So I could have relaxed while they were gone, but since he actually had another meeting at church that night, I decided I would clean up the playroom and I would mop the floor so I wouldn't need to do anything after dinner. Every night after dinner, after I clean the kitchen, I sweep and mop the floor, but I just was like, I'm just going to go ahead and do it early so I don't have to do anything at all. He told me that Maverick had a meltdown at the store too, so I felt bad, but I was so grateful that he did that for me. So he took all of the kids for me for a while and came home and made dinner. I love my husband's chili. He makes it really spicy and it's so good. If you have a clingy baby or a clingy toddler, then I'm sure you understand the kind of day I was having. Sometimes it just gets so overwhelming when you feel like you have so much to do and you feel like you need to get all of the cleaning done. So remember, if you're feeling overwhelmed and burnt out, you don't need to get it all done in one day. Just do what you can. I need to keep telling myself that too. I feel like I get anxiety though when my house is just chaotic and messy. So if I try to ignore it, that's like also really hard for me. My husband is very helpful though, and he will always offer to do things for me, but I just like to have things done a certain way, so it's just difficult right now, but that's the season that we're in. Most days is not as bad as this one was though. I think he was just a really tired baby, so that just made the clinginess more extreme on that day. Even though he took a really good nap, he fell asleep right when I sat down with him at bedtime, so he was definitely very tired. That's my Roomba charger on my couch because he was being such a stinker. He ran into my room and he grabbed it and ran out to the living room with it. By the way, guys, I made a short video showing you what my Valentine's Day tree looks like. But if you did not see it, here it is. I love it. It's so cute. But yeah, I always end up feeling bad that I felt frustrated and overwhelmed at the end of the night when I look back and realize he was just really tired and he loves me so much and that's why he always wants to be with me. But everyone has hard, overwhelming days sometimes, and that day was just a hard day for me. I am so thankful for my sweet husband helping me the way that he did. If you are feeling overwhelmed, make sure you're making time for you. Self-care is so important. Every night, I make sure to do my skincare routine. No matter how crazy my day was, I never skip that. Do a face mask, watch your favorite TV show, do your nails, whatever it is that makes you feel good about yourself and makes you feel relaxed. I was so glad that I decided to clean my floors earlier in the afternoon instead of waiting until after dinner. Our night went so much better. It went a lot smoother, even though I was still ready for everyone to go to bed, just because after that entire day, I was exhausted. And because our day was so crazy, I totally forgot my mom said she was coming the next day to celebrate Jeremiah's birthday a little bit early. His birthday is on Sunday and he's turning 4. She gave him his gift early and we sang happy birthday. So I'm glad that I didn't say just forget everything and not do any cleaning, because I would have had so much to do the next morning. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit different than what I usually talk about, but I am always going to be real and open with you guys, even on the hard days. If you guys are feeling overwhelmed, maybe don't push yourself. Don't do what I did and just relax and just go with the flow, because that's kind of something that I'm trying to do more this year. I'm trying to work on that. Let me know what other types of videos you guys want to see. Thank you so much for being here and watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.